into a live and question left, right, and sideways about some things that I said or may have said in front of my granddaughter, and they made a big deal out of it. Remember when that happened? And my granddaughter was perfectly fine, perfectly happy. I didn't say anything inappropriate. It wasn't a big deal, but they definitely tried to make it one. Okay. It was really interesting to me when I was scrolling the FYP last night because it was, in fact, Bree that held that live, right? While my granddaughter and my parenting and all the things were discussed there. But I found it really interesting last night when I scrolled my FYP and found Bree in a live screaming at her fucking telephone because of people on the internet while her child was clearly distressed about it in the background, crying, in fact, because her mother was so upset over the people on the internet. I just found that really fucking interesting and really fucking hypocritical. And I don't want to catch, they're not a motherfucker, because here I am on the weekend live with my child in the motherfucking background, and let me hear one of you motherfuckers make reference to her one fucking time, and I'm going to come to the internet and talk about all your fucking kids and all your fucking parenting. That's the kind of shit that I'm fucking talking about. You want to hold alive, you want people to be talked about, their parenting, their children and everything, but then you get caught in 4K acting like an idiot in front of your kid and causing her distress. For people on the fucking internet. Y'all make yourselves look fucking dumb. That pissed me off. Because it was the same motherfuckers in that live questioning Shiny about what I was doing. And now you look dumb. And that's usually what happens, right? You get to talking about somebody, and then you turn around and do it your fucking self. And here I am, right? Because I feel it is my responsibility to protect my granddaughter from stupid fucks on the internet. Absolutely. It is my responsibility to do that, right? To protect her from ignorant fucks on the goddamn internet. But then again, in my mind, I'm like, well, why the fuck else can people like Katie and Bree go live and cuss and act a fucking fool in front of their kid? But I'm the one that's talked about for having a conversation in front of mine. But I'm ramping I'm saying no. Let me stay off the internet when my granddaughter's around because ignorant fucks can't keep their mouth shut. Well, here it is. It's now a swinging door. I'm going to continue to go live with my granddaughter in the background. If you choose to comment on her or anything that happens in my home, I am going to then give you that same behavior right the fuck back. It's the hypocrisy for me. It really fucking is. I just thought that was really fucking interesting. People are gonna hate it. Yeah, regardless, I get that part. But pulling up a person that has nothing to do with what goes on in my home up on a panel to question that person about my parenting or what I was doing in a live, and then hold a live where you're clearly causing your child distress and I'm the problem? Hello, Mahmood. Oh, Mahmood, I want to show you. Mahmood, you want to see what I'm making? I think it's going to work too. We're going to find out. I'm preheating the oven right now. See those? Mm-hmm. Pita bread. We're going to find out if it's going to work, though. Going to find out. I'm going to make some political points from this minute on. So if you don't want to hear those, you can go ahead and leave. I don't really have anything else. Well, you never know because I pop off with something real quick. Sometimes it's not safe to leave just when I think I'm done. Just when you thought it was safe. Somebody tell Victoria to get in here so that we can, hey, explain. Oh, there she is, Victoria. All right, Victoria, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. I think it's going to work, y'all. I do in here. We're going to get a pocket or we're not going to get a pocket. So I have two different ways they're saying I can cook these. I can cook them in the oven or I can cook them on top of the stove. But the oven has to be... Hello, Abu Omar. Yeah, we're doing it now.
Assalamu alaikum, Bam.
Give halika, Bibi.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, Victoria. We're over Netanyahu. Abu Omar, do you see what I'm making? Pita. Well, I mean, we're attempting it. We definitely are attempting it. Hi, Explain. How are you? We're baking. We're gonna bake. We're preheating the oven now, Victoria, because the oven got to be like, you got to put it on like your highest setting. And that's kind of what I was like. I didn't know if I wanted to put the oven thing down because I have to flip them while they're in the oven, and I have a feeling I'm gonna get burnt a lot. Your dough's weird. I've been wanting to make these for a while now. This bread. My mom used to buy this in the store when I was growing up, but I can't find it anymore. Like you can find pita, but they're not the kind with the pocket. I want the pocket. And then there's really good sandwiches you make out of them, and it's like a deconstructed kinda, but you take the pita and you open up the pocket and you put sour cream on the inside, and then you put ground meat, cheese, onions, tomato, lettuce on the rest, and you kind of like build it up. They're really good. They're really good with tuna in them too, like tuna salad. Tucker Carlson's burner. Tucker Carlson's burner. So the ceasefire is over. I did kind of want to talk about that because I heard, I wanted to make this point. Does everybody remember when Scammy Claus and I were live the other day? And, Scammy Claus always says how she's not MAGA and she doesn't support ICE or all the things. Then, why does it sound so MAGA every time Scammy Claus talks? Because one of MAGA's biggest talking points after the ceasefire is, where are all the pro-pallies? Why are they so quiet? Why aren't they out celebrating in the streets with the Palestinians? And I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Scammy Claus said to me the other day. She said, why isn't Pam out in the streets celebrating with the Palestinians? That's such a MAGA fucking right thing to say, right? But she's not MAGA. She's not MAGA. But the reason I never celebrated in the streets, because as I felt from the beginning, that the ceasefire was in fact a fucking ruse. It was enough to shut Donald Trump up in Netanyahu's eyes, and then he did exactly what we figured he would do, make up a lie and blame it on Hamas, and that's how we're here today. Because we all, I could explain it to you, but I could probably direct you into a documentary that could explain it to you in depth and better to make you understand. But people don't want to do that. All right, here we go. We're throwing two of these in and see how it goes. Ready? Because I have to flip them while they're in the oven. So I'm just going to give them a minute and see if they start doing what they're supposed to do. How high does my oven go? 550. I wonder if I should put it on the bottom. I really hope my dough isn't a complete flop. It's really high in hydration. I don't fuck with sourdough. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna work, y'all. Why did hers start puffing up immediately? Maybe I need to move the grade down. Where's Abu Omar? We need Bilal. I think Bilal doesn't have any internet. Who opened the floodgates? Nobody's been live to. I've been on scrolling today, but I ain't seen nobody on. Man, I don't. Oh wait, maybe I don't know. I really needed Bilal. Oh no, I don't think so. Oh no, I don't think they're working. Hold on. You know what? We're gonna try it both ways. Sorry for all the noise. We might have to try this 2 ways. Give them a few. Girl, they were supposed to be, it was 3 minutes on one side, 3 minutes on the other side. They're not puffing up. I wonder what I did wrong. They're not working. All right. Hold on. I think we're going to try the stovetop method. I'm going to give these a minute or two, though, and see if they don't puff. Huh? Oh, I didn't, Victoria. That might be why. Well, good thing I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I made 10 of them. Maybe I'll get a couple. Yeah, they're not getting brown or anything. No, these aren't working. All right, so I guess I could try. I'm trying really hard to keep my jokes clean. You ain't got to. Oh no, I'm so sad. Wait, this one's starting to. Wait, guys. Hold on. I think it might be working. One of. Oh shit! Hold on, guys.